Okay, so you can see that exactly what I said. Not that market will not present you opportunity, but based on the way I analyze it and what I'm expecting, I want this market to go up. Not that I want this market to go up, I'm anticipating this market to go up because it's, market don't give a fuck about what I want. So looking at this temporary structure now, you can see when market take out this inducement, there's no, okay, there is a POI here, very tiny one. Let me see if it's, yes, it's valid. Okay, so you see, but market has done its job. What market actually need is liquidity, and has taken the liquidity. Sure you get. So it doesn't promise you. That's why you miss some trades sometimes. It doesn't promise you that you must eat your other block or whatever. What market care about is liquidity. When it's done with that, it make its move. So and you see, when it's doing that, market drop, sweep this low again because it doesn't close below here. Market sweep this low. This is a sign for bullish continuation, bullish movement. Sure you understand? Because internal liquidity has been swept, which is the inducement. Market swept the external. The next thing is internal. Sure you understand? So the only thing that market can do is after this sweep, maybe market do this and now drop. So it means that it cleared this level completely. Then you can now see we now go back for inducement, then we will continue the movement. So so but as it is now, this is an external liquidity sweep. This side sweep, this side sweep. Market did not close above here. So what I will be waiting for is I will be waiting for this to happen. Market gives more direction, then close above here. Once we close above here, this level will be change of character. Yes. No, no, no. This is not going to be change of character. This level will be change of character. Why? Because this level, market do not confirm this break of structure. I don't know if you get. And if market do not confirm this break of structure, it means that this high is not confirmed too. Do you get the idea now? So look at it. We still have other block here. So this is the high. The market is supposed to come and give us change of character like this. Do you understand what I mean? This is our this is our let me mark it from up. This is, let's say this is our high, this is our low. Why do we have change of character? Then market went back for inducement. The market closed below it to give us change of character. So that confirm our low and this high confirm. The market went back, take out inducement, mitigate this level and close. And you said, what do you say? Okay. So we have, yes. So is this either, so our market went back? It's supposed to break this structure, but it only swept it. So we can't really confirm it that this is our break of structure. Though some people use it, but remember, as I said, it's all about perspective. People that use it don't doesn't mean they are wrong. Because if you look at it in a real sense now, the structure is clear. Mere looking at higher low, higher low, because this low has already been formed, but in a mechanical way and the perspective that we are using to look at the market, we want the market to take out this high before we can say we had major change of character. Sure you understand? So this is what will happen in some scenario that you will see markets will mitigate here and market will drop. And this will now be our confirmed break of structure. Then this will now be our confirmed high. Sure you understand? Then the process continue. So some people now, if you mark this level as your break of structure now, and markets take out this high first of all, they will want to be selling here. And you see, market gave them small attempts and fail. So they will say this change of character. I'm just showing you the scenario. They will say this change of character, and market will do what? Sometimes market will do this. They will, after market change character for them, they will be expecting probably market to do something like this. Maybe they want to buy at the extreme, depending on how they pick their other block, maybe this level. Sure, you understand? So some will say the origin that changed this whatever they want to buy here, all these can end up being a trap. So what you will see is market will give direction like this, and it will come here. It will give, maybe when it was giving direction market, I'm coming. Maybe market did something like this. It will come here. They will buy from here, market will go up, give them hope that I want to go up, the market will flash down. They won't know that what market is actually doing is just to create internal liquidity. So systematically, market will use this as a liquidity to flash down. Sure, you understand? So, but Mhm. Mhm. You will still fail. Exactly. Because they don't really understand the mechanical way of in between. They might be having win trade and maybe before the market fail, they don't collect money, they don't run. They've collected their money, they've moved, or maybe they align. But the concept is whatever you are using, just understand it. Know why. For example, market, if market is doing this, let me clear this. Highlight this clear for me. For example, now people will say change of character. Sure, you understand? Because they see high, they see low, they see high. They expect the market to create another high, create equal high, and break below here. Sure, you understand? Then after change of character happen, they will say this is their high, this is their low. But what make this high be your high? What make this low be your low? Because we can also say this is our low, then this is our high. Remember, you respect this level. Sure, you understand? So what will happen if we now say this is our high, this is our low? Sure, you understand? So it means that once market take out this high now, you will be saying change of character and you will be looking for buy, probably from here. Sure, you understand? So the concept is when you are picking high and low, no be say you go just dey use high dey look am, because this thing now, why we are able to mark it is because market has already printed it. If the market hasn't printed it, maybe market is here now, somewhere here. You will be saying this is your high, of course. After this is your high. After this sorry, I want to shift it small. After this happen, you will say this is your low, because this high is higher than this. Shey you understand? So you will say this is your low, this is your high. So what will now happen if market now take out this your high? So most people just look higher, higher, low, higher, higher, low, based on when the trend is clear. They will now say, okay, this is a high, this is low. Shey you understand? So give me the reason. If you are picking your POI, give me why you are choosing that POI. Don't just tell me this POI. So that when you tell me why now, When I want to pick it in another chart or in another time, I will look for that same Y. I don't know if you get. So it's not that maybe you will say, because if you look at it now, people will say, some people will say break of structure, break of structure, break of structure, break of structure, break of structure again, change of character here. They are correct, break of structure, break of structure. But you have to tell me why. What about if markets do this? If markets break structure and market now went back and now break structure again, will you say this I is not valid? You will now tell me, okay, the market has changed character. I will want to buy here. I will lose. So if that's just it, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying they are wrong or they are right, or someone is wrong or right. They just have, yeah, it just have to be consistent, so that when you are learning as a someone that hasn't had that experience, you will know why you are. If you are making mistake, where you are making mistake, you will know why. Sure, you understand. So, so those are the basic things that I want to look at this pair. I think I talked about this pair the last time. I said we are in weekly POI. Sure, you understand. Market mitigate weekly POI. And you see, I didn't take the trade though. I just mark it because I want the major change of character to happen. So, and I mark it, I see that okay, we have small structure inside here. Market take out this inducement and market drop. So a market creates small inducement very close to change of character. But when I see this inducement sweep, I knew that we will temporarily sell. So I just look at it. Where are we supposed to temporarily sell? These like major liquidity, then these extreme because there is no other block below. And you see market systematically went there and buy from here. Sure you understand. Because I know that we've tapped on higher time frame POI. So if I want to enter aggressively, this inducement sweep will serve as my change of character. Share you get, and I will position for extreme. The same way I explained to you that you can use lower time frame confirmation. But because I don't want to do that, you see that I've laid another ambush here. I didn't place this trade. I knew that external liquidity sweep, I want market to do this, and now confirm to me that this whole movement and this POI is reacting. Shey you understand? Now we have change of character, and at the same time it can confirm to me another probably small break of structure. So in this level now I can reposition here. Then if market now come here the third time, then I can reposition and buy to the upside. Shey you understand? Because I don't want to be aggressive. Because if I want to, I will have had a trade here. But I understand that we still have a lot of rooms here. Market can do this and still create break of structure to the downside. Then now creates probably change of character because of using the last inducement. Then mitigate here. Then boom. Then we can break structure. Wait for this. Maybe it doesn't. It go up. You mark your inducement. Wait for it here. Then market come down. Then you can buy. This whole drama happen inside your higher time frame POI. Do you understand? This first change of character is an aggressive way of entering the market. Sure you get. So, but I don't want that. I want market to consolidate. And as you can see, when market is selling, when it got to this level, it's trying to give you a consolidation like double bottom or sure you it slowed this momentum down. That's the first sign that we are buying. Sure you understand. Look at this one. When market got here, it slowed down this momentum. Boom, 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 boom. It slowed down, then you now confirm, then you now go. So in a rare cases is when you will see a situation whereby market will mitigate your higher time frame POI and market will bounce. It's very rare. It happens, but in rare. But in most cases, for waiting for this thing, allow the market to, if you go to lower time frame, allow it to at least do something, change character, give you small break of structure. Shey you understand? Then you can now engage. Shey you get? So, yes. So that's it for this BTC. So which pair are you looking at? I had a loss on this trade. I think I posted it, NZD following the same process. Sure you understand. At least at the one of the trade enter its TP, then the one I was holding it break even. So that's it for that one. It remains small. It remains small for this to hit. Maybe the trade was here, somewhere here. I don't know. I think somewhere here. So, but when I now look at my, are you seeing it? So it remains small for me to hit TP on this. The market went back. So, so what I learned from this stuff, maybe say, now that I have now that I know that the market remains small to hit my TP and it has created another structure below, I supposed to move my entry to this level, at least. So I will secure at least 1 to 1.5, about 1 to 1.5. Sure you understand. Now, or I should move my entry to 1 to 2.5 like this. Sure you understand. So instead of me losing all this money, I will take 2.5 hard. That's stop loss trading. Sure, instead of me now it at break even. So these are trade management. And another thing I observed that I supposed to have done or that make that trade long like that is because of where I keep my TP and my SL. Assuming that my SL is somewhere here, I will have been out of this market for a very long time. Sure you understand. So those are the things that you have to pay attention to. Because I had to look at it, I said, okay, I think I left money on the table. I followed my plan, but I left money on the table. What's wrong? And so on. So I learned from that. So if I'm taking a trade from here now, first thing I will do is I will do this, put my SLTP here or here, then look at what will happen. This is my 1 to 3. Sure you understand? Then my TP will be here. That's all. Instead of me putting it at that level, so I have to keep it here. Because it means that if this POI fail, it means that this trade is invalidated. Sure you understand? So once in a while, I might have maybe POI sweep or external liquidity sweep that can take me out and so on. But at least this one will make a huge difference in my result. So I had this trade too. Why is this SC not blowing? Okay, I had this trade too. This is not 1 hour structure CHF. So I had this trade. This CHF JPY. So I noticed I was waiting here for market to mitigate me after we had this change of character. But market only sweep inducements and drop. So I just mark my decisional, mark my extreme. So because I want to go out, I put my entry here and my stop loss was very tight. That's very wrong. I know they do that kind of thing. So I think I fixed it wrongly on my MT5. Sure you understand. And why I choose this is because my setup asked me to sell at this level. Sure you understand. So when I immediately I had a sweep, I said, okay, nice one. But I see that this is external liquidity sweep. So all I do is, after this, I just reposition, put my stop loss here again. Sure you understand? And I add my 1 to 3 before the market even do its thing. I think I give it a little bit stop loss. So when market got here, I was out. So, and when it did this, I knew that market created, there's still liquidity here. The market need to come and take out. And I'm done with this. So I knew that this is internal drama, and I see this liquidity here. So you understand? And if this high is going to be protected, I knew market is likely going to come here. This is the POI that I talk about. But it's not POI, sha. It's not hidden, but these are part of the thing you get to know later. Why? Because of this previous candle, this valid pullback. If you look here, you see that we have valid pullback here. Market drop, pullback, then now drop. So you understand? So this sweep is what I see. I say, okay, maybe market wants to take this internal liquidity again, because these are the drama. He left this, so if I extend this, you can see that these are liquidity. Sure you get. So you see that these are liquidity. So after he has done that, and first of all, we have swept this high. So it means that we've taken liquidity here. Look at when the market is coming down. All this is just the deeper level. You don't need it. You can see, because if you are doing this now, it might be draining. It might be draining you, because you want to be understanding all the moves, which is not what you're supposed to order. It's none of your business. That's not going to amount to profitability. Your own is to just follow your plan and place your trade and let the market do its things. And you see market sweep this icon. So it means that liquidity has also been taken here. So I risk very small here. I put my stop loss here. Then I target 1 to 3. So when market got here, I closed my position. So yes, it was a clean trade. It was a clean trade the way I dey explain am, but this trade, let me show you something. This first trade do not take it did not worry me as much as the last trade. This first trade, I just say, okay, maybe my stop loss is too tight, and let me try again. Now I'm now exposing to two position, 2%. Now first percentage has lost. Now if this one now lose, now that means I lost two position here, and it's against my rules. Shey you understand? But because I was confident, I said let me take it, and I took this trade. This one is successful. But you see, this one na the ojukokoro that I did, and this one take a lot of emotion off my life. Shey you understand? Not the emotion based, or maybe I want to win or I want to lose. The problem with this one now is because I'm I'm one step outside my plan. Look at this. I lost one position here and I got 3R here, which is okay. But because of my experience, and I know that this is going to happen, which I'm not supposed to do, even with my experience or without my experience, I have a rules. I don't know if you understand. So because now if I do this now and I lose, it will drain me psychologically. First, I will lose one position. It means that I lose one here, lose one here, make 3 here. It will left me with 1% instead of 2 and lock up. Secondly, it will drain me mentally because it's taken from my discipline and my consistency energy. Shey you understand? So the loss is huge, more than just losing money. It will remove my confidence. Shey you understand? Just because I know that I'm not following my rules. I know that this is out of my rules, but And my experience is telling me that this is another opportunity. Take it. So for the fact that I took that trade alone is a loose trade for me because I'm reinforcing not to be disciplined, even when the market, even if I when I have a win trade, and that's not what I want to do. I want to consistently enforce how I trade, discipline. I don't care about win or loss. Despite the fact that I had a win on this trade, it affects me psychologically because by that time I was now thinking, am I supposed to, should I close it? Should I not? And all those things are not part of me. Close it instead of giving yourself stress. Close it. You know, this one you say if you don't close it, you see now, close it instead of giving yourself psychological trauma. One is telling me that this trade will go, and if you go, you will have 3%, 3%, 7% minus 1, 6%. Shey you understand? So it's taking me to outcome of the trade. One is taking me to the process, the other one is taking me to the outcome. I don't know if you get. And the goal is to focus on the process, not the outcome. So those are the challenges that trader we have, and that's part of the thing that will make trader to stay long in um, not being consistent. So, and the goal is to be consistent with your strategy. That's the goal. So I had a loss here because I was trying to sell here. This is exactly what I told you. Two loss is what I had here. Sure, you understand? Because market swept this low, I say, okay, external liquidity, maybe we want to sell. I resell and I lose. Instead of losing one position, 1%, I lost 2%. So you see now, this because I lost, you see that I lost on this one, but I win on this one. Do you get the check? I lost this one gave me loss, double loss, external liquidity sweep, one loss, and I still want to sell again because I feel external liquidity, the setup is still valid. I lost 2%. This one, external liquidity sweep, one loss, and I resell and I win. So you see the randomness in the market. You even if you do bad thing, market will still give you money, but you go collect in a bigger way. It's like a setup. It will set you up later. Shey you understand? So you just have to understand all those things, and that's why I always emphasize on discipline, just being consistent. Shey you get? So it's very very it's a mental game. That's why people don't find it easy. That's why people get depressed. That's why you will think that you buy here, market sell, you sell here, market buy. It's a mental game. Shey you understand? So this is my S&P 500 I was still holding. I think I showed you this the last time we talked. I'm still holding it. So, and the process, I think you understand this chart. So change of character here, market change character to the upside, inducement, the market come to extreme. Sure you understand. Then market give me small direction, mental mental trap, and see this long candle. I think this is a news. And you see a lot of people will have panic out of this market. But because if you are if you are outcome driven, you will not want to see this amount of money and still lose it. So you will have moved to break even. You will just wake up the following day, you see the market has gone to your way. You will say, oh my God, I for live and you go start today. So it's because market make you emotional and you fall for it. That's why I said the color of the candle don't matter. That's why I choose white and black, gray and black, because the color of the candle don't matter. You will get to understand trading to a level that you will know that red and green candle is even a psychological color. When you see red, you panic. You in your brain will sense danger. When you see green, your brain will be happy. Shey you understand? Even when you are trading, when you go and look at your MT5, you will see when you are in negative, your MT5 will show red. When you are in positive, it will show blue or green. See your blue, yes. Those are psychological colors in the market. It's you might not know, but when you see, okay, look at me now. How will you see this red? Boom, and your stop loss is here. If anybody tell you say this red will not continue, you will say na lie. You will close your trade. Another red show again, almost to your SL, and market quiet, consolidation, because there are a lot of buy volume here, people that want to buy here. All this is just the psychological thing that will make you scared of the market if you don't know what you are doing. And you see, market consolidated for 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 hours candle. Shey you that's about 12 hours. In this zone, that's another suicide. Market is playing around your negative zone, almost your SL for 12 hours. If you are stuck with your chart and you are looking at it, you have BP. Your mind inside this consolidation, your mind will tell you say sell, 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 close your position, you will lose, protect your capital, all those things. The protection of your capital is before you even take the trade, not when you've taken the trade. So if you're risking $500 here, and you know that maybe you have, if $500 is 1% of your account, you've already protect that account by exposing just 1%. Not when the market is playing or when you've already entered the market, it's now when you want to protect the capital. No, it's a predefined decision that you have to do before you even enter the trade. Because you don't know what will happen in the market once you put your money. Shey you understand? And you don't need to know. You just need to make your decision according to your plan. And the essence of saying, let me even give you the simple term. The point when your strategy asks you to buy in the market and you decide to buy, what you are only doing is not that maybe you are buying because your strategy will play out. No. What you are doing is, market said, okay, your setup said buy, and the only thing that your setup said in another layman language is there is high tendency that market will buy from here. Not that there is sure, it's not sure, but market is telling you that based on probability, you have high tendency that this will happen. Now the market has now signaled to that there's high tendency that this will happen. You will now say, okay, how much do I want to use to find out whether this will happen or not? That's the essence of what you are doing. So when your signal show up and you want to put your money, the thing you are doing in that process is you are saying, how much am I going to use to find out whether what my strategy is telling me is going to happen or not? That's all. So if you can think in that way, you will understand that if you have 100,000 naira in your account and you know that is a probability, anything can happen, you understand that. But your strategy now tell you say, put money, there's tendency, say, there's probability, say, high probability that market is going to do this. Are you going to put your 100,000 naira to find out? Because you have a strategy, it's still not guarantee. It's only telling you that there is high chance. Shey you understand? There is high chance. So those are the things. You will now be like, how much can I afford to use to find out? Remember, you are still finding out, not sure. Now, when the market play finish, that's when you will now know, say, okay, this particular trade, it plays out. This particular trade, the probability no play out. Because your win or loss probability is randomly distributed. distributed. So you don't know when it will come, when it will go, when your win will play out, when your loss will play out. Do you get the idea now? So if you have that mindset, that will stop you from exposing all your capital, from thinking, because one mentor said we should buy, it's sure. I will put all my money. I will now use my $200 to make $1,000. Shey you understand? Even if na your mentor, is still a probability. So what you will do in that case is, okay, he said we should buy. How much can I use to find out? Okay, let me put so money. Shey you understand? So let me give you my personal experience. There is one guy on social media that talk about this meme coin that was some times ago. That memes coin, that if you buy this coin in few times you can make so percentage. First of all, that's a red flag for me. But because I don't really dabble into memes coin and all those coin, I say, okay, let me even see how this thing happens. The guy said the coin will be launched so time, maybe Saturday 6 p.m. Shey you understand? So date. I say, okay. The guy sha dey, say everybody should ready. This is another opportunity for us to make money. He sha dey ginger people. I say, okay, let me even see how this thing work. For the fact that I understand, I'm a forex trader. I understand that this is a probability. This guy is not someone I know. This project is not any project I know of. I'm just taking this decision based on probability. I want to find out. Shey you understand how this work? And the guy said him is using, because once they launch that coin, you will convert it to Solana to buy that coin, and once you make profit, you convert it back to Solana, then you withdraw your Solana. You shall follow the process. I say, okay. All of us, everybody are in that group. I just I just laugh. The guy now said him is using about maybe 5 Solana, maybe about $3,000 or $5,000, I don't know, to invest in this thing, that everybody should take this opportunity. With all those things, I understood that this guy is doing marketing. He's trying to push people to use each amount of money, and I understand that they might be part of the people behind the scene. Shey you understand? So when the whole process happen, I just look at my wallet. I say, okay, let me even find out, and I pick $100, because I know that even if I'm going to make good money, not this way, the chances of making good money from this fast thing is low. You have high chances of losing your money. So I'm not into things that will turn $100 to 1 million one day. No, because it's a red flag for me. But I just want to see how that thing works. And I look at it, I say, okay, I can afford $100, and I put it. So when the time comes, he say, okay, we can do it. I just put $100. Shey you understand? Within 5 minutes, that $100 just give maybe 110, and it went back to maybe 40 something dollar. Shey you understand? So what they did is, once they launch the coin, they will be the one to buy it. So once everybody now buy it, they will now sell. They will now sell it. They will dump it. Shey you understand? Within 5 minutes and so on. So I just laugh. So after maybe 1 hour, I see say that the volume in that coin is very low. It's not. I just say this one has scam. So I now want to remove my $30. At the end of the day, I was still unable to remove that $30. Shey you understand? So now, so I now confirm that this is a scam. And what the guy did after maybe 2 hours, he just deleted himself. Abi he deleted the page. Abi he sha do on it. Wey be say he delete all the information on the page. I just laugh. Shey you understand? So you see that if you are greedy, and it applies in, these are part of the thing that market will teach you, that don't, no matter how they advertise or tell you to do something, if you don't know about it and you understand that probability will play a role there, don't invest more than what you are ready to lose. Do you get the jerk? So don't invest more than what you are ready to lose. And have it at the back of your mind that nobody gets rich quick in forex or in all this industry. If you get rich fast, you are going to lose it fast. So forget about, even in life, anything that is going to last long doesn't come fast. It's a process. Sure, you understand? So, so those are the ideas. So that's it for this S&P 500, and you can see market is running smoothly and so on. So I had this trade too. I had some loss last, some few loss, but look at this. This is also a break of structure. I think I showed you this pair the other time. I don't know. So you see, market mitigates my POI. Now, in this case, now you see, because my SL is here, assuming that my SL is here, my TP will also be close. I will have been almost to my TP. Maybe to my, I will have been at my TP. Here you understand. So these are the things I discovered lately, that placement of my stop loss too has to be something that I will watch out for. Here you understand. So because it will give me more win rate than now. So because I know that there's no other block here, I should know that, okay. But because me, I don't want any story, I don't want to blame myself and put my stop loss here. And market will now play around my this, it will now eat me out, and I will now go my, I don't want that. That's why I put my stop loss. So what I will do is, either if I have a scenario like this, I will put my stop loss here and target 1 to 2 and get out of the market based on, say, external liquidity target, instead of me targeting 1 to 3. Shey you understand? I will target 1 to 2 and get out of the market straight. Shey you understand? So you see now, market will take external liquidity, then it will now start creating another structure, and the first trade is not yet, maybe market do this, it now come down, and you see how long it will take. Instead of me to take my 1 to 2 and get out of the market, to improve my consistency with my win rate. So if I'm winning 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, then it's a good one for me. Let's say we have extreme order block here, and I position here, and I put my stop loss here, I put my TP here. So as it is like this, you see that this 1 to 4, but because I understand that 1 to 3 is my target, I can now shift my SL down to give room for market to breathe. Shey you understand? And I will target here instead of now target here. Shey you understand? So those are the trade management that I want to incorporate and I'm paying attention to. So, and all these things you can only get to understand this, or you can only get to even pay attention when you are being consistent. First thing is being consistent. Second thing is, now when you are not being consistent, then second thing is now modify your experience in being consistent, because you will see pattern. This thing I'm doing now is because I'm seeing the pattern. That's why I can now modify it. And those modifications are things that I will do that will now seal everything for me. Here you understand? But if you are not consistent, there is no way you can modify anything. Here you understand? So which question, which do you have any challenge you are dealing with? I will check. That okay. I posted this yesterday on my Telegram, Insta, TikTok. I had a losing trade here, so but it's a valid loss. I was trying to buy here, keep my stop loss here. Sure you understand? So you see now, instead of me targeting here now, based on the size of my stop loss, I will just target 1 to 2 or 1 to 2.5. Sure you understand? And I will get out of the market. Sure you get. So 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 I had a lose here, I had a loss here. Sorry, I lose this trade, which is fine. Break of structure extreme, then you see market reacted and failed. So but what I did was, when I went to my 1 hour chart, what I noticed was, okay, what are we doing? I just go to daily, because when your 1 hour fail and your 4 hours fail, then daily is when you're supposed to keep your eyes on. So, and I just look at it temporarily. Then I see that we have daily change of character here. I say, okay, so where's daily inducement? This level. Then where's daily decisional POI? This level. Then there's this daily extreme. So now, as it is now, I'm expecting market to start buying off this level. Sure, you understand? Like this. Because market is respecting. So in 1 hour now, if I see change of character, I will now buy off. And if market fail, this is the next level I want to buy. Sure, you understand? In 1 hour. So, and if you go back to 1 hour, you will see that market is already there. So in this level now, I want to see 1 hour consolidation. Sure, you understand? Remember this 1 hour change of character. So, but what I want to see now is 1 hour consolidation. If 1 hour happens to be like this, maybe market did this, then I will consider this as change of character like this. Maybe market creates inducements like this and come back. I can take a risk. Sure, you understand? And buy. But if I don't want to do that, I will just wait for market to do this. Once market do this, I can take a risk from here, from this level. Let's say. Yes. This is the data frame. So we had change of character here in daily. Markets, after change of character, market sweep daily inducements and boom. But because market do not create any inducement, then it means that this inducement will be shifted to this level. So this is the inducement. So this is like we have something like this. So this level will be the liquidity, then this will be a decisional POI. If you responded small and it dropped, then we are looking at extreme, which is here. Okay, you understand? So but based on how it is now, we are expecting, even if it's not going to hold, we are expecting small rejection from here. Sure, you understand? So and you only confirm if this level is going to hold by lower time frame. So if you see a structure like this play out, first of all, this break of structure. Why? Because inducement has been taken out. You can use this as change of character. Then you wait for market to take out this low. Maybe you can buy it. So you understand. Then you can take. So when you buy, you can target here. So you understand. So if you are buying here, like this, put your stop loss here. So if you are targeting 1 to 2.5, you are good. So you can first use this. Remember, overall target is here. This is the daily break of structure that we want to target. Yes. Sure, you understand. But you are not just going to do that. What you are going to do is use this one to test the depth of the water. Sure, you understand. Once you collect your 1 to 2 here, you leave this one. You see how market will play out. So, and you can see that if market want to keep moving, market can do this, play around. Now, so market go play till it break this structure again daily. So it means that from here to here now, at least if you have 2 entry, you are fine. And if now one you get 1 to 2, 1 to 2.5, and you lose one, maybe this level want to fail. Sure, you understand. Then you are still okay. You know what is happening. Sure, you understand. So you go to daily time frame again to go and see what is happening. Okay, this level has failed. Okay, so when are we coming to next? You can say maybe this place, and you can decide to do what? To chill and wait for market to do whatever you want to do, give you clear direction and move. You are good to go. Sure, you understand. So that's it. So once 1 hour fail, you can see 1 hour 1 hour POI has failed because I wanted to buy here. If you look at 1 hour, we had change of character here, then boom. But why I don't use this 1 hour is because when I checked the last structure, I discovered that it was 4 hours that the market responded to. So you can see break of structure, inducement, 4 hours external liquidity sweep, and boom. So if you go to 1 hour, you will see that market did change of character, change of character. So it's not following one hour. Sure, you understand? So it's not aligned correctly with 1 hour. So you can see that it aligned well with 4 hours. And that's why I was trying to buy here. And it gave me small direction and it failed. Sure, you understand? So that's just it. I didn't have problem because I made money from here. I made some money from here. I think I made money from here like this. External liquidity sweep, I re-enter, boom, and I make money from here. But as I explained now, based on the new development, this is supposed to be my target, at least 1 to 2.5, not 1 to 3, because the stop loss is big, and external liquidity is not accommodating 1 to 3. You only accommodate at least 1 to 2 or 1 to 2.5. Sure you get. So this is what I'm supposed to take, but so those are the modifications that I'm doing in this setup now in my trading stuff. So USD JPY, I had a trade running on this too. I don't know. I think I set this wrongly on my MT5. My entry is supposed to be here, but the entry now is now somewhere here. I don't know when I check my MT5, but we are doing. So if you break above this level now, I'm thinking of adding position, but I think I will leave it. So this one has confirmed break of structure, and this is going to be your liquidity. This is going to be your inducement. Then this is going to be your low. There you get. So as this trade is now, I'm not supposed to target 1 to 3 based on what I said. My target is supposed to be 1 to 2, like this. So you see, so we just collect this one run first. Sure you understand? Instead of me waiting for 1 to 3. So do you see now that my consistency, my win rate will improve? So if I collect 1 to 3 here, 1 to 2 here, 1 to 2.5 here, 1 to 3 here, if I'm collecting it like that, before you know it, 10% don't reach. Yes. And once you make 10% of any of your accounts in a month or in 2 months, you are good. You are okay. So 5% per month is fine. Because if you are talking about 5% of $1 million, that's about $50,000. So it's not a small change. How many people make $50,000 in a month in the whole world? Aside from the billionaires, how many? It's just few. So you are part of the elite, the people that are financially free. So, but if you're looking at it based on your $1,500, you will be discouraged because you don't have the bigger goal in your head. So, and when you know that you don't really have the money now, but all you need to do is to master the skill. When you master the skill, the money will fall in. Then that's the bigger goal. But if you are looking at your outcome now, 5% of $200 is maybe $10. Sure, you understand? You'll be like, which day I want to do the now this one I want to make mama proud and so on. It's because you are thinking your short term, you are short term think, your mindset is short time. You don't have long time picture in your head. So, and those are the things that make a lot of people to make some informative or some uneducated risk. So they just want to make 50,000 per day, like the way people. If the people like Jeffrey lose, if they make $100,000 or $300,000, go and check their loss too. So you now that want to make $100,000, can you also lose like them? Eh. And if see one concept be say, if you don't lose big money, you can never make big money. You have to grow to a level where be say, when you lose $10,000, you've broken the barrier say you can make $10,000. Because for you to lose 10,000, you can make it. And if you make $10,000, also know that you can lose $10,000. So don't be delusional that you can't lose. You can. So all those things. So which pair? I think we've done a lot. But which other thing do you want us to look at before we go? Or which other thing that you are concerned about? Which other? Do you have any question? Maybe it might be question, it might not be chat. Yes, I will send you video. I will check if you need video too. But before that, I want to see what you've done with the structure mapping. I want to check. I want to see that you are getting the structure mapping, because it's not about how many information you have. It's how you use the one you have, the information you have. How do you use it? So you understand. So, and in this place, you don't need to bombard yourself with too much information, because the more information you have, the more confused you become. Sure, you understand. So that's why I narrow all my everything to structure mapping, structure mapping, structure mapping. Sure, you get. So so just not that I can't teach something else, but I just want people to understand that this is the foundation of all they need. Once you understand structure markings, technically you will understand the directional movement of the market. And once you understand how markets move, then you are good to go. The other thing is just for you now to now start incorporating discipline. But you can't discipline on what you don't even know. Shey you understand? You don't know where market is going. Which discipline are you now talking about? You have to know something, have a structure, then you now discipline by staying with that structure that you build for yourself. So that's when you can now start focusing on discipline and the rest. Shey you understand? So structure mapping you can. You said? You can easily do it this way, like this now. You can screenshot it. You see the way I place it. Come to camera. Let's say you've marked this one. Not necessarily long thing. It can be even 1, 2, 3 structure back to back. Screenshot it like this. Download it. And if you come to Telegram like this, you can come like this. Are you seeing my Telegram? Okay, then you click on this, you come here, then you send. That's all. So once I open it, I will know. Okay, in this what I want to see is break of structure inducement POI, break of structure inducement. That's all I want to see. I just want to see that all the criteria have been met. Sure you get. It's not so if now one, even if now one you do say okay, I don't need to know the directional bias. Like this now. I don't need to know where the market is coming from. I just want to see the structure. So you understand. So if you tell me this is through the hair, I will know say okay, the rest now we can fix the rest in case if you are having any challenges. So I think we are okay.